Hello dear students. So in today's class of accountancy we are going to continue with our very important chapter and topic, that is of the trial balance. So in the previous class we have seen how to prepare trial balance with the help of different journal entries or the lasers, and we have already seen different methods of the preparation of trial balance. It was balance method, total method, and total and balanced method. So in this today's lecture we are going to discuss if all the data, all the balancing figure of different lasers are given, then how we can prepare trial balance, and if any trial balance is given in which some errors are there, then how we can rectify it. Okay, and how we can open suspense account in trial balance. So let's see. So here before I start our discussion, so first we have to remember every time कि which ledger or the account having debit balance and credit balance. As we have already discussed, all the liabilities and all the incomes having credit balance, all the assets and all the expenses having debit balances. Just like capital, if the amount of capital is given there, then definitely we have to write it in the credit side. If land and buildings amount is given, we have to write in the debit side, because land and building, that is a kind of asset. If plant and machinery's values are given there, so what is the nature of plant and machinery? That is also assets. So that's why we have to write the amount of plant and machinery at the debit side. Equipment, that is also assets, so simply we have to write in the debit side. Furniture and fixtures, that is part of assets. Cash in hand, that is part of asset. Cash in bank, cash at bank, that is part of assets. So all the assets we have to record at the debit side as a debit balance. Debtors, assets. Bills receivable, assets. Stock of raw material, assets. Stock of finished goods, assets. Purchase, that is kind of expense, so that's why we have to record it in the debit side. Carries inwards or the carries outwards, both are the type of expenses. Actually carries inward, it means expenses which we paid on purchase, and carries outward, it means expense which we pay for the selling purpose. Sales, after the selling of goods you will get income, so sales comes under the income. That's why the balancing figure of sales will be always credited. Sales return, just opposite, it will be debit balance. Purchase return, okay, it will be credit. Interest paid, debit. Commission and discount received, they are the part of income, so we have to write it in the credit side. Salaries expense, debit side. Long term loan, that is a kind of liabilities, that's why we have to write in the credit side. Bills payable, liabilities. Creditors, liabilities. Advance from customers, that is also liabilities. And drawings, that is a kind of expense, so that's why we have to write it at the debit side. So it was just only the summary, it was the revision, so, okay, where we have to transfer the debit balance and the credit balance of the different lasers. So next here we have to start with a question. So here we have a question: prepare a trial balance with the following information. We have following information, and on the basis of the given information we have to prepare our trial balance. Here as we can see, we have capital, we have cash, we have creditors, we have sales, we have stock, debtors, bank loan and purchases. So as we have already revised, you just remember where we have to transfer the balancing figure of the different lasers. Just like capital having capital credit balance, so that's why we have to transfer it in the credit side in trial balance as a credit balance. Cash, that is part of assets, debit side. Creditors, that is part of liabilities, credit side. Sales, that is kind of income, credit side. Stock, always assets, so that's why we have to record it in the debit side. Debtors, assets. Bank loan, that is a kind of liabilities, so we have to record it in the credit side. Purchases, that is part of expense, we have to record it in the debit side. So if you have clear your concept, you have remembered that previous table or the chart, then easily we can solve any kind of the question. So here when you will prepare trial balance, we have to prepare proper format, and that is first we can write serial number, then after name of accounts, then after debit balance and the credit balance. So here you can see the solution. First name of accounts, debit balance, then after credit balance. At the last we have to check the sum of debit side and the credit side. It should be equal. If the sum of debit and credit both are equal, then easily we can say whatever transactions we have did, that is correct. The next next we have a very interesting question. In this question you can see bank overdraft, sales, purchase, return, everything is given there except the amount of capital. So how we calculate capital, that is very important question, and that you know capital is equal to total assets minus total internal and external liabilities. Okay, so that is simple equation. By the using of that formula we can calculate our capital first here, or we can directly prepare our trial balance. So same format we have to prepare, that is of name of accounts, debit balance and credit balance. So let's start. So bank overdraft, liabilities, credit side, sales, income, credit side, purchase return, that is kind of income, credit side, debtors, assets, wages, assets, capital, that is 1,58,750, that we will calculate at the last, that is a balancing figure. Okay, purchase, that is a kind of expense, debit side, cash in and assets, debit side, creditors, liabilities, credit side, sales return, kind of expense, debit side, equipment, that is kind of fixed assets, debit side, opening stock, assets, debit side. So here you can see the total of debit side, that is 12,91,250, but the total of credit side was not 12,91,250. So there will be a balancing figure worth rupees 1,58,750, and it will be considered as the balancing figure as a capital. So you can prepare your trial balance like this. Then after next question we have here we have a trial balance in which the debit balance and the credit balance both are given, but it was prepared by the untrained accountant. So there are some mistakes, and that you have to rectify with your knowledge. Okay, so here first we have to check, just like opening stocks are assets, so the opening balance of assets we can write at the debit side. So return outward, it means that is purchase return, and purchase return, that is a kind of income, so we have to write it in the credit side. So here we have to highlight that 48,000. Salary, that is a expense, debit balance. Okay, creditors 84,000, sir, it should be the credit side, but that we have recorded in the debit side, so we have to mark it 84,000. Bank assets side, debit side may no issue. Carries inward, all the inward and outward both are the part of expenses, so we have to record it in the debit side. Rent received, that is income, and income should be the part of credit side, so that we have to highlight. Discount allowed, okay. Purchases, okay. Bills payable, that is also kind of liabilities, so we have to record it in the credit side, so we have to highlight it. Then debtors, that is part of debit balance, it should be appear at the debit side, not on the credit side, just highlight it. Carries outward, sir, that is also the part of debit side, highlight it. Capital 1,65,600, that is correct. Machinery, that is assets, so we have to highlight it. Return inward, that is of sales return, we have to highlight it. Discount received, correct. Trade expenses, highlight it. Sales, okay. Building, we have to highlight it. So after the highlighting all the items whatever we have discussed, we have to shift them. Okay, all the items having credit balance we have to write at the credit side, and all the items having debit balance we have to record in the debit side. So once when you will rectify them, so it will be the answer. Opening stock debit side carries in outward debit side salaries, machineries, bank carries inward, return inwards, discount allowed purchases, trade expenses, building debtors. These are the items which will be appear on the debit side. So that's why the sum of debit side will be 7,98,600, and the amounts of credit side, that is of return outwards, creditors, capitals, rent received, bills payable, discount received, and the sales. And the sum of credit side will be also 7,98,600. So it was something about the debit balance and about the credit balance. Then after, next, here we have a very important question. This is called adjusted trial balance. Adjusted trial balance, it means here you can see we have debit balance as well as the credit, both of the balances. But here we have different items, because in the trial balance we do not use to disclose the amount of closing stock. Okay, most probably we never disclose the amount of closing stock in the trial balance. Okay, but if cost of goods sold, that is given in the question, and along with the opening stock and the closing stock, in that case only we have to mention closing stock in the trial balance, but we don't have to mention the amount of opening stock. Okay, remember every time, if in the trial balance we have cost of goods sold, in that case there may be closing stock and opening, or both of the stocks will be appear in the trial balance. In that case we have to write cost of goods sold as a assets, closing stock as a assets in the trial balance, but we have to remove opening stock from there, because the equation of closing stock is that purchases plus opening stock minus closing stock. So in cost of goods sold, purchases, opening stock minus closing stocks, these items are already appeared. So that's why we don't have to disclose the amount of opening stock. So again we have to prepare it and we have to rectify. As cost of goods sold, that is expense, we have to record it in the debit side. Closing stock, debit side. Debtors, debit side. Creditors, credit side. Fixed assets, debit side. Expenses, debit side. Sales as a income, credit side. And of course at the last we have capital having credit balance. So here we can see that sum of debit side, that is 320, and the sum of credit side, that is also 320. So sums of debit and credit both are equal. So everything is correct in this trial balance. Okay, so at the last and the very important question. So here in this question we have different accounts with the different balancing figures, and on the basis of given information we have to prepare our trial balance. So again we have to repeat same things, all the assets and expenses having debit balance. So all the assets and expense amount we have to record in the debit side, and all the liabilities and capital having credit balance. So similarly we have to record them. So once when you will record the items in the at debit side and the credit side as a balancing figure, so here the total of credit side will be 7,98,600, but the sum of debit side will be 7,83,600. So if anything or any situation arises like this, in that case first you have to recheck your answer. Okay, then again if you are getting same figure, then it means we have to write one more figure, one more item at the debit side, just to make the balance of debit side and credit side equal, that is of 7,98,600, because the total of credit side was 7,98,600, but the sum of debit side was less than of that. So that's why we have written 15,000 in the debit side, so by which we can make them balanced. So there is a difference of 15,000 and this balancing figure will be considered as suspense account. Suspense account, that is a temporary account. At the next session, whenever you will comes to know what was the actual reason behind the differences, that you can rectify in the upcoming years. So it was something about our trial balance. So in today's class or today's lectures, we have seen how to rectify our trial balance if general things are given there, how to prepare your trial, how to rectify your trial balance if the debit and credit both the balances are given with wrong sides, and how to prepare trial balance if cost of goods sold, opening stock and closing both of the stocks are given in the question. And at the last we have seen how to open suspense account if the sums of debit side and credit side both are not equal. In that case we have to make them equal by the writing up of amount by the name of suspense. So there may be one more question, sir, if the sum of debit side is more than the sums of credit side, same in that question. So in that question we have to note down that balancing figure at the credit side, and same thing we have to write there, because suspense account can be the debit balance or can be the credit balance. There is no fixed place. Okay. So it was your trial balance. Hopefully you will understood all the concepts. So any confusion and doubts are there, that we can discuss in our live classes.